Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Tim Williams. We're here to break down tonight's 10-game MLB slate over on DraftKings. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tim. We're breaking down these slates daily, pretty much these main contests over on DraftKings. We're going to go through each game one by one, look at the pitching matchups, look at the hitting, look at the over-under, weather, etc. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We'll have the link below in the description here. Let's start it out here. Yankees Orioles first game, 8.5 over under. Yankees favored it here. You have German taking on Lopez. Not really interested in either pitcher in this one. German looks okay at that price. Nearly a 24% strikeout rate here. And then Lopez, just a ground ball pitcher here. I'm not too high on the Yankees here. I could see why you would want to be. The prices are a little bit up. Judge in play at that price, 5.2. Sanchez, I like here at the catcher position if he starts. I think they're great for cash games and GPPs. I'm going to try to get a little bit different. And then on the Orioles side, Mullins, I think, is the one guy I'm kind of comfortable here with, 4.2K. Next, we have the Braves taking on the Brewers. Braves favorited here, 7.5 over under. Anderson, 9.2K. He's looked pretty good so far, nearly a 30% strikeout rate. He is walking guys, though, quite a bit, 10.4% walk rate. And then Anderson on the other side, I think he's kind of a sneaky value play. Hate to say it, but only in GPPs, really. 7.5 price tag. The strikeouts haven't been there, but the Braves do strike out quite a bit against lefties. Ozuna, Albies kind of in play here. And then on the other side, on the Brewers, I like Vogelbach, Narvaez, Kane. These guys all have pretty good walk rates, as you can see here so far this year. So that looks to be like a decent matchup. Next, we have the Royals taking on the White Sox. White Sox favored here, 8 over under. There's going to be a little bit of rain here, nothing that they won't play or anything like that, but Minor taking on Rodon. Minor, the one thing that sticks out here is his walk rate near 10%, and then Rodon striking out guys at a 38% clip pretty much. Not really interested in the Royals here. The one thing about Rodon is, yes, the strikeouts are high. The Royals don't strike out a ton. So I'm going to look elsewhere for the pitcher spot just to try to get more upside. And then White Sox bats definitely in play here. Abreu, if he starts, I know he came out of the game the other day. Anderson, I like a lot here. Moncada, Vaughn for some cheap value. He's walking 25% of the time against lefties. Grandel as well looks pretty good, walking about half the time against left-handed pitches so far. Next, you have the Rangers Astros, 8.5 over under. Astros favored. Dunning, 6.8K, looks pretty good. I think he's actually quite legit. Tough matchup, though, going against the Astros, who don't strike out a ton, first in average, third in on-base percentage. And then on the Astros side, Garcia, 8.4K, 28% strikeout rate, which is great. Rangers do strike out quite a bit. However, he is kind of bad against left-handed batters. He gets kind of hit hard here. So the Rangers, Calhoun, Lowe, Gallo, Dahl, love them all. You can even punt at catcher at Heim at 2.4K. And then on the Astros side, they're just kind of priced up. They have a tougher matchup against Dunning. I just don't see a whole ton of offense going on. Next, we have the Phillies, Blue Jays. Phillies favored it here, 9.5 over under. Nola taking on K. I think the Phillies have a good shot of beating up K. He's horrible against left-handed batters, so I really love Harper at this price. Herrera, too, in play. You can go elsewhere on the Philly side for sure. They look kind of interesting. And then for the Blue Jays, Nola, kind of a tough matchup here. Just not really interested in the Blue Jays bats in this one. Next, we have the Nationals taking on the Diamondbacks here, 8.5 or 9.5 over under. Ross taking on Francoff here. Good setup for the Nationals. They went off last night. I expect them to be very chalky. So ownership will be there. I think I'm going to avoid in GPPs, but in cash games, I think they're all pretty viable. And then on the Diamondback side, I like maybe Kelly as a one-off. Peralta. Ross hasn't been all that great. He's walking guys quite a bit, 10.4% of the time. This could be an interesting one. I think I'm just going to seek elsewhere. I think the ownership will be there. Next, we have the Reds taking on the Rockies. Reds favored it here, 10.5 over under. It is going to be kind of rainy. Mali taking on Chacin. Good spot here for the Reds for sure. They just absolutely crushed the ball. Naquin, Winker, Castellanos, Mustakas, definitely in play here. And then on the Rocky side, Story at 6K, kind of pricey, but I like the right-handed bat here. And then Connor Joe, if you're punting, Next, we have the Cardinals Padres, 7 over under. Wainwright against Paddock. It's just going to be one of those kind of good real life ball games. I'm not really interested in either offense here. Paddock could be a sneaky play. No one's going to be owning him for sure. He looks pretty good in this one, I must say. Next, we have the Marlins taking on the Dodgers, 7.5 over under here. Dodgers favorited. You have Holloway taking on Bauer. Love this spot for the Dodgers. The problem is they're just really expensive. I'll take the left-handed bats first and Seager and Muncy. Bauer, 11K. He's going to be very popular. He's got a really good matchup here. Marlins striking out 6th overall in the majors. So good matchup for Bauer. Not really interested in the Marlins bats. And then last but not least, here we have the Indians Mariners, 8.5 over under. McKenzie taking on Sheffield. McKenzie, I think, is going to be kind of a popular play here. 32% strikeout rate. He is walking guys at an alarming rate, 21% of the time. So if McKenzie is popular, I really do love the Mariners bats here more than the Indians. For the bats on the Mariners side, Kelenic at 2K, he went off yesterday. He looks really good. I don't see how the DraftKings have not raised his price at all. So he is my favorite play here. Haniger, Seager, Lewis look all really good. They can pop off. We've seen it happen before. And then on the Indian side, Ramirez, Reyes, Leplo, the 3 bats I really like for their upside, but that's kind of about it here. So a few places to go here as far as the bats go. You could either pay up for pitching. There's a couple cheapy options that I think are decent. So yeah, that's it. Best of luck today. Don't forget to subscribe below, like this video if it's helped you. I really appreciate you watching. And that's it. Take it easy.